Little while back was an alcoholic. Had a mental breakdown like a year ago. Came close to put me in a coffin.
Y'all know what it is, man. It's Jay Williams, Let's Live Life. We're back. Like always, I need y'all to do the same thing we always do. We done this before, so let's do this again. If you ain't subscribed, go ahead and hit subscribe. You tell people about my channel, make sure you tell them, hit subscribe. Like or dislike, just keep it real, you know what I mean? However you feeling. Drop a comment, and last but not least, make sure you turn that bell on so you know when new content comes out. Trying to see the channel grow, man. So, let's jump right into this, man. I lost another friend to an OD. Found out earlier. My homeboy Robert called me up. And, me and Robert, we've been friends a long time. We go way back, man. Known Robert since I was about 17. So, we got history. Robert knew me when I was out there, you know what I mean? And he was one of those guys, man, that always tried to stop me from doing what I was doing. Tell me, man, don't do that, man, you know. His dad would be like, boy, give me that gun. Let me throw that gun in the river. Like, you don't need that. Different things, but, you know, Robert called me and he said, hey, man, Sleepy passed away, man. The funeral's today. So, unfortunately, I can't go. But I respect him for calling me. But I asked him, I said, well, how did he pass away? He's like, he OD'd. I said, what did he OD on? He said, does it really matter? And you know he's right. It really doesn't matter. I guess that's just what we initially want to know is, well, what took him out? But he's right, it don't matter. Because what it boils down to is Sleepy lost his life to a drug. And he took some shit he shouldn't have took, did something he shouldn't have done, and now he's dead. Now, I've known Sleepy since I was probably 19. Good dude, man. One of my Broad Rock homeboys. You know, from Southside, man. He was a really good dude. And I remember I got to rumbling one night with Sleepy's brother, Wayne. So, me and Wayne had a disagreement. We was in the projects on the top floor of somebody's apartment. And we just had words. And he just kept running his mouth. I wasn't feeling it. He wasn't feeling me. So we went ahead and lined it up. We fought in the apartment. And that was what it was, man. I didn't really care much about that, but I was more concerned with what Sleepy was going to think. I'm like, damn, Sleepy's his youngest brother. I'm like, man, that's my homeboy. I done put hands on his brother. Shit, Sleepy was like, I ain't mad at you, man. I be wanting to fight Wayne's ass sometimes, too. This type of person Sleepy was, man. He was just one of those dudes that, you know, he always tried to keep it positive, man. Like, you know, fuck it, man. We'll smoke a blunt. I ain't mad at you. Well, yeah, man, it's sad, man. It's sad that someone else has died, and what's sadder is that no one's going to learn anything from it. You know, I'll continue to make these videos and hope that maybe I can just reach one person, because if I can, that means a lot to me. You know, it really does. But the reality of it is I may never reach anybody, and the body's going to continue to pile up. Dudes are going to continue to take your money. Everybody's going to continue to get high saying this is the last time, or I'm tired of this shit. When you know what? It might be your last time. And I want you to think about that next time. If you're somebody that gets high, abuses drugs, does shit behind closed doors and thinks nobody's watching, it might be your last time. And I want you to ask yourself, are you cool with going out like that? Are you cool with that becoming your legacy? That being what people remember about you? They're going to remember everything else. But anytime somebody asks how'd he die, you got to say, died from an overdose. So now you went from being a good dad, a good friend, a good worker, a guy with a good heart, to all of that and a junkie. Someone that lost their life to an addiction. Sleepy wasn't even a get high dude, man. He was a smoke weed, you know, couple glasses of yak. That was Sleepy, man. He wasn't no go crazy with the drugs. So when I heard it, it kind of took me for a surprise. But it just goes to show you, it doesn't discriminate. Anybody can get it, man. You think that I've been getting high this long. I know what I'm doing, you know what I mean? I know how much I can take and how much I can't take. Oh, he just did too much. He ain't know what he was doing. That's not the case, man. When your gig is up, your number comes, it's up. And if there's no one there to help you, your ass is done. And there can be someone there to help you. And guess what? Your ass still might be done. Stop with the excuses. Don't, oh, I'm just going to do this last bit and I'm done. Nah, dump that shit out now. Take it, flush it down the toilet. Don't take that risk. Don't let your children have to see you in a box. Kids shouldn't be burying their parents. Parents shouldn't be burying their kids. See, me, I'm okay with dying. I've come to terms with, there's two things that's promised. It's life and death. From the moment we're born, we start dying. We come into this world by ourselves, in diapers, being, taken care of by everybody, and we go out this world by ourselves. And if we live long lives in diapers and being taken care of by everybody, I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem dying as long as I get to live my life. I have a problem with dying if at 40 years old I gotta say goodbye, because there's so much more I want to do. I want to see my kids grow up. I want to see my grandkids. I want to just make the best of every day. I love this life. I don't want to wake up, tomorrow and hear that somebody else died, but it's most likely going to happen. It's to a point now where there's not even any more tears, man. It's got to be somebody like directly in my circle, somebody that my family, to pass away for me to get all choked up. I done shed so many tears behind friends dying that I don't have no more, man. It's just you become numb to it. And that's where I'm at with this. I'm numb to it. When I hear somebody died, I'm like, damn. The list has gotten so big now that it's crazy, man. And I don't want to see any of y'all added to the list. I don't want to hear that anybody I know or, anybody that I know that knows somebody died, man. I wish it would stop, but it's not going to. But if I can give you any advice, be strong, man. Be bigger than that. Be bigger than life. Be bigger than yourself. Stop making excuses. Stop making dates. Stop saying, oh, I'm going to do it then or I'm going to do it now. Because your ass might not make it till then. You leave people like me, people like your family, your friends, your loved ones, your colleagues behind to tell the story, to pick up the pieces, to deal with your dumbass decisions. Because you want to say, oh, it's an addiction. Absolutely, it's an addiction. I done battled many of them. But I won because I fought. If you're not willing to fight, you're not going to win. If the easy solution to you is getting in your car and going to get what you're used to getting, you're going to get what you're looking for. But you might end up getting more than what you're looking for. The list is crazy, man. And the world just keeps spinning. Your ass is dead and the world just keeps going on. And it's going to keep going on and keep going on. Smarten up, people. Don't let today be your last day, tomorrow be your last day. Live your best life, man. And don't give it away, because you can't get it back. Rest in peace, Sleepy. Rest in peace to anybody that's gone. My heart goes out to anybody that's lost anybody behind this terrible, 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 terrible situation we got going on, man. We can't stop it, but what we can do is make sure that we don't become part of that statistic. Make sure we don't end up in that box before our time. And that all happens with what you decide to do and when you decide to do it. You know what it is, man. I hope y'all live y'all's best life. And I hope that this reached somebody. If you're dealing with addiction, reach out to somebody. It all starts with you taking the first steps. You being stronger than what you think you are. This is Jay Williams, man. Let's live life. To all my real ones, salute.
A while back was an alcoholic. Had a mental breakdown like a year ago. Came close to put me in a coffin. Damn.